Hey Aries, welcome back to the reading. I have been feeling this energy building around you for days now, and I just had to sit down with the cards because something significant is happening in your connection sphere right now. Someone has been carrying you in their thoughts, and honestly, the intensity of what the cards are showing me about this situation is absolutely remarkable. Before we dive into this reading, I want you to take a moment and think about that person who has been on your mind lately. You know who I am talking about. That person where things maybe did not end in the clearest way, or where there has been this heavy silence hanging between you two. The universe is literally orchestrating something right now, and I cannot wait to share what I am seeing for you. So I shuffled the deck with your energy, Aries, and asked the cards to show me what is really going on with this person, who cannot stop thinking about you and why they are feeling this urgent need to break the silence. The cards practically jumped out of the deck, and I have to say, what came through is going to give you so much clarity about what has been happening behind the scenes. Let me pull the first card and see what the foundation energy is here. The first card I pulled is the Queen of Swords. And wow, Aries, this is so interesting because this card is showing me that either you or this person has been in this very clear-headed defensive space. The Queen of Swords energy is all about boundaries and intellectual clarity and truth. Someone in this connection has been doing a lot of thinking and processing. This is not emotional chaos. This is someone who has been sitting back observing the situation with brutal honesty. What strikes me about this card appearing first is that it shows me there has been a period of necessary distance. The Queen of Swords does not mess around with illusions or false hope. She sees things exactly as they are. So if this represents you, Aries, then you have been in this space where you cut through all the nonsense and you were like, I need to see this situation for what it truly is without the rose-colored glasses. And you know what? That takes strength. But here is what is fascinating. The Queen of Swords also represents someone who speaks their truth directly. So this card is telling me that whoever has been in this energy is now reaching a point where they realize that silence is actually more painful than having the difficult conversation. This person, or maybe you, have been processing and analyzing and going over everything in your mind, and now there is this understanding that clarity can only come through communication. I am also picking up that this Queen of Swords energy has been protective. Someone built walls for a reason. Maybe there was hurt or disappointment or a situation where trust was damaged. But the interesting thing about the Queen of Swords is that she is fair. She does not hold grudges out of spite. If she has been distant, it is because she needed that space to think clearly and protect her peace. The cards are showing me that this intellectual processing period is coming to a close. The Queen of Swords has done her work. She has thought it through. She has looked at all angles. And now she is ready to speak. The silence that was necessary for clarity is now becoming the very thing that needs to be broken, because remaining silent is no longer serving anyone. What I find really powerful here is that this is not about emotional impulsivity. When the Queen of Swords decides to communicate, it comes from a place of certainty and clear intention. So, whoever is preparing to reach out to you, Aries, they are not doing it from a place of confusion or desperation. They have thought this through, and they know they need to talk to you. I also want to mention that the Queen of Swords can indicate someone who has high standards and who does not waste time on connections that do not have substance. So, if this person is preparing to break the silence, it means they have concluded that this connection with you is worth the vulnerability of reaching out. That is actually really significant, Aries. Let me pull the next card to see what has been preventing communication up until now. The second card is the Hanged Man, and oh my goodness, Aries, this explains so much about why there has been this frustrating silence between you two. The Hanged Man represents suspension, waiting, and being in this state where you cannot move forward but you also cannot go back. Someone has literally been stuck. This card shows me that the silence was not necessarily about not caring or not wanting to reach out. It was about being in this suspended state where someone felt like they could not take action yet. The Hanged Man energy is all about that uncomfortable in-between space where you are waiting for clarity, or waiting for the right moment, or waiting for something to shift internally before you can move. What is really important to understand about the Hanged Man is that this suspension period usually leads to a major perspective shift. You know how when you turn something upside down, you suddenly see it completely differently? That is what has been happening. This person has been in this period of seeing the situation from a totally new angle. I am getting that maybe this person needed to experience what it is like without you in their life. The Hanged Man often represents learning through surrender and through letting go of control. So perhaps they thought that silence or distance was the answer, but through actually experiencing that distance, they have realized it is not what they want at all. The Hanged Man also shows me sacrifice. Someone may have sacrificed communication or connection because they thought it was the right thing to do at the time. Maybe they thought you needed space, or maybe they thought they were protecting themselves, or maybe they thought stepping back was what was best for both of you. But now, through this hanging suspended period, they are realizing that the sacrifice of silence is actually more painful than they anticipated. Here is what is really interesting, Aries. The Hanged Man is card 13 in the major arcana, and 13 is about transformation and endings that lead to new beginnings. So this suspended period was actually necessary. It was not wasted time. Both of you, or specifically this person, needed this time to gain a completely new perspective on what this connection means and what they truly want. I am also seeing that the Hanged Man can represent feeling helpless or feeling like you cannot make a move without risking something important. Maybe this person has been frozen by fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of making things worse. Fear of being vulnerable and then getting hurt. So they stayed in this suspended state because at least in the silence there is no risk of additional pain, right? But the thing about the Hanged Man is that eventually the suspension becomes more uncomfortable than taking action. You cannot stay upside down forever. At some point, you have to come back down and actually deal with what is in front of you. And that is exactly where this energy is right now. The waiting period has served its purpose, and now it is time to get unstuck. The combination of the Queen of Swords and the Hanged Man is showing me that someone went through this necessary period of mental suspension and processing, and now they are emerging with clarity about what they need to do. The Hanged Man phase is ending, and that means movement is coming. Let me pull the next card to understand what this person has been feeling during this silence. The third card is the Lovers and Aries. I have actual chills right now because this card is telling me that despite the silence, despite the distance, despite whatever happened between you two, this person has deep feelings for you that have not gone away. The Lovers card is one of the most significant cards in the entire deck when it comes to genuine connection and choice in love. What the Lovers card is showing me is that this is not just casual interest or boredom, or someone reaching out because they have nothing better to do. This card represents a real soul-level connection. This is about two people who have a genuine bond that goes beyond surface-level attraction. The Lover's energy is about recognizing your person, recognizing that connection that feels different from anything else. During this period of silence, this person has been confronted with the reality of their feelings. The Lover's card often represents having to make a choice, and I am seeing that they have been wrestling with this choice. Do they stay silent and try to move on, or do they honor what they truly feel and reach out to you? The appearance of this card tells me they are choosing love, they are choosing connection, they are choosing you. What makes the Lovers so powerful is that it is about authentic feelings. This is not manipulation or games. This person genuinely cares about you, and the silence has made them realize just how much. Sometimes we do not fully understand how important someone is to us until we experience what it is like without them. That is what has happened here. I am also getting that the Lovers represents harmony and partnership. This person sees you as someone they could build something real with. This is not just physical attraction, although that might be part of it. This is about recognizing a true partner, someone who balances them, someone who gets them on a deep level. The silence has not diminished these feelings. If anything, it has clarified them. The Lovers card is also about vulnerability and truth in connection. For this person to come back and break the silence, they are going to have to be vulnerable. They are going to have to admit that they have been thinking about you, that they miss whatever you two had, that they want to try again or at least have an honest conversation about where things stand. That level of vulnerability is scary, but the Lover's energy is pushing them toward it. I want you to understand something important, Aries. The Lovers is card number 6 in the major arcana, and 6 is about harmony, balance, and problem-solving in relationships. This is not just about passion or attraction. This card is showing me that this person believes you two can work through whatever created the distance. They see potential for real harmony and partnership with you. Another thing I am picking up with the Lovers is that this person may have been comparing you to other options or other people and realizing that nobody else measures up. The Lovers is about making a choice and recognizing the person. So if they have been trying to move on or trying to convince themselves they are fine without you, that internal process has failed because they keep coming back to you in their mind and heart. The combination of these three cards, so far Queen of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Lovers, is painting such a clear picture. Someone has been in a mental space of processing and suspension while dealing with deep, real feelings for you that they cannot shake. The silence has been this period of internal work, and now they are ready to act on what they truly feel. Let me pull the next card to see what is pushing them to reach out now. The fourth card is Ten of Pentacles, and wow, Aries, this is huge. The Ten of Pentacles is the card of legacy, long-term commitment, stable future, and building something that lasts. This card does not show up for casual situations or fleeting attractions. This is about someone who is thinking about you in terms of their future. What the Ten of Pentacles is revealing to me is that this person has been doing some serious thinking about what they want their life to look like moving forward. This card represents wealth, security, family, and creating something sustainable and meaningful. The fact that this card is showing up tells me this person sees you as someone who could be part of their long-term picture. During the silence represented by the Hanged Man, this person has been evaluating their life and their priorities. The Ten of Pentacles suggests they have reached some conclusions about what truly matters. Maybe they have been focused on work or other responsibilities or building their security, and now they are realizing that all of that means nothing if they do not have the right person to share it with. I am getting such strong energy here that this person has matured or reached a new level of readiness. The Ten of Pentacles is a very mature energy. This is not someone playing games or figuring out what they want. This is someone who knows what they want and they are ready to pursue it seriously. And Aries, you are what they want. What is pushing them to break the silence now is this realization that time is precious. The Ten of Pentacles makes us think about legacy and what we are building with our lives. This person has reached a point where they understand that you cannot build a future with someone if you are not even talking to them. The silence has become an obstacle to what they truly want. I am also seeing with the Ten of Pentacles that this person may have reached a point of stability in their life. Maybe things were chaotic before, or maybe they were not in a position to fully commit or show up the way they wanted to. But now things have settled. They have their foundation secure and they are ready to add the relationship piece to their life. They are ready for you. The Ten of Pentacles also represents family, and I am picking up that this person may be thinking about you in very serious terms. Like, this is not just I miss you and want to hang out. This is I see you as someone I could build a life with. That is a powerful realization and it is absolutely driving this need to communicate with you. Another layer of the Ten of Pentacles is about not wanting to have regrets. This card makes us think about the long term, about looking back on our lives, and this person does not want to look back and regret not fighting for this connection with you. They do not want to wonder what if. They want to know that they tried, that they were honest, that they pursued what their heart was telling them to pursue. This card is also showing me abundance, and I feel like this person wants to share their life with you. Whatever success or stability or good things they have going on, they want you to be part of it. The Ten of Pentacles is generous energy. It is about sharing wealth and blessings and building together. This person is not approaching this from a selfish place. They genuinely want to create something beautiful with you. The energy of having the Lovers followed by Ten of Pentacles is incredibly significant, Aries. This is showing me that this person has genuine feelings for you and they are thinking long-term. This is not a fleeting desire. This is someone who has done the internal work during the silence and has come to the conclusion that you are worth committing to, worth building with, worth pursuing seriously. Let me pull another card to see what they are going to communicate when they reach out. The fifth card is the Empress, and oh Aries, this is absolutely beautiful. The Empress is the ultimate card of love, nurturing, abundance, creativity, and feminine energy. This card is showing me that when this person reaches out, the energy is going to be warm and open and caring. This is not going to be a cold, awkward conversation. They are coming with their heart open. The Empress represents unconditional love and acceptance. What I am picking up here is that this person has moved past any ego or pride that was keeping them silent. The Empress energy is about vulnerability in the most beautiful way. It is about saying, I care about you and I am not going to hide that anymore. I am not going to protect myself behind walls. I am going to show you how I really feel. This card is also about creation, and I am seeing that this person wants to create something new with you. The Empress is all about fertility and bringing things into being. So they are not just reaching out to rehash the past or to apologize for the silence. They want to move forward and build something fresh and beautiful together. They see so much potential in what you two could create. I am also getting with the Empress that this person has a lot to offer you. The Empress sits in abundance. She has everything she needs and she wants to share that abundance with others. This person is coming to you from a full cup. They are not reaching out from a place of neediness or desperation. They have done their inner work. They feel good about themselves and their life, and now they want to add you to that picture. The Empress energy is also very sensual and romantic. I am seeing that when they communicate with you, there is going to be this sweetness and warmth. They might express how much they have missed you, how much they think about you, how special you are to them. The Empress does not hold back when it comes to expressing love and appreciation. So get ready for some really genuine, heartfelt communication. What I find really touching about the Empress following the Ten of Pentacles is that this person is not just thinking practically about building a future, they are also deeply emotionally invested. The Empress shows me they feel so much for you. This is not a calculated decision. This is their heart, leading them back to you. The Empress can also represent someone who is nurturing and supportive. I am getting that this person wants to support you, encourage you, be there for you in real, tangible ways. During the silence, they may have realized how much they want to be that person for you. They want to nurture this connection and help it grow into something really special. Another beautiful aspect of the Empress is patience and natural timing. This card suggests that things are unfolding exactly as they are meant to. The silence was not a mistake. It was necessary for both of you to grow and for this person to reach this level of clarity and readiness. Now the timing is finally right for communication and for this connection to blossom. I am also seeing that the Empress can represent pregnancy or birth of something new, and I am taking that symbolically here to mean that something new is about to be born from this situation. A new chapter, a new understanding, a new beginning for this connection. The old energy is being transformed into something fresh and alive. Let me pull the next card to see what they need from you when they reach out. The sixth card is Eight of Pentacles. And this is so interesting because this card is about dedication, mastery, skill development, and putting in consistent effort. What the Eight of Pentacles is showing me is that this person is willing to put in the work to make this connection succeed. They are not coming back with empty promises. They are ready to show up consistently and prove themselves through actions. The Eight of Pentacles represents someone who is committed to improvement and growth. I am getting that this person recognizes that maybe things did not go perfectly before. Maybe they made mistakes, or maybe the timing was off, or maybe they were not showing up the way they should have. But now they are in a different space. They have done work on themselves. They are ready to do better. What they need from you, Aries, is the opportunity to show you that they are serious. The Eight of Pentacles is not about words or grand gestures. It is about consistent, dedicated effort over time. This person wants the chance to demonstrate through their actions that they are committed to this connection and to you. They want to prove that they are not going to disappear again, that they are reliable, that you can count on them. I am also picking up that the Eight of Pentacles indicates someone who values quality and excellence. This person does not want a mediocre connection with you. They want something real and meaningful, and they are willing to put in whatever work is necessary to build that. They understand that good relationships require effort and attention and skill, and they are ready to develop those skills. Another aspect of the Eight of Pentacles is focus and dedication. This person is not distracted by other options or other people. Their focus is on you and on building something solid with you. The Eight of Pentacles shows someone who is completely absorbed in their craft, and right now, their craft is this relationship. They are giving it their full attention and energy. What this person needs from you is patience and the willingness to give this another chance. The Eight of Pentacles is a humble card. It is about someone who is willing to start from the beginning if necessary, and work their way up. They are not expecting you to just forget the silence and act like nothing happened. They understand there may be trust to rebuild. They are ready to do that work. I am also seeing that the Eight of Pentacles represents someone who has learned lessons and gained new skills. The silence was a learning period for them. They have gained insight into themselves, into relationships, into what they truly want. They are bringing those lessons with them when they reach out to you. They are not the same person who went silent. They have grown. The combination of the Empress and Eight of Pentacles is really powerful, Aries. This shows someone coming with an open, loving heart and the willingness to put in consistent effort and work. They are not just about feelings and words. They are ready to back it up with dedication and action. That is exactly what you deserve. Let me pull another card to see what the future potential is for this connection. The seventh card is the Lovers again. Wait, actually, let me check my deck. No, I actually pulled the Tower, and okay, Aries, this might seem scary at first, but hear me out, because in this context, the Tower is actually really important and ultimately positive. The Tower represents sudden change, breakthrough, revelation, and the breaking down of old structures. What this card is telling me is that when this communication finally happens, it is going to be a breakthrough moment. All this tension and silence and uncertainty is going to come crashing down, and you are finally going to have clarity. The Tower breaks down what is false or what is not working. So any illusions or miscommunications or assumptions that have been in place are going to be cleared away when you two finally talk. This is about getting to the truth. The Tower does not allow for half-truths or surface-level conversations. When this person reaches out and you two talk, it is going to be real and raw and honest. I know the Tower can be an intimidating card, but in this situation I am reading it as the breaking down of the silence and the walls that have been between you two. That structure of distance and no communication is going to come tumbling down. And what happens after a tower falls? You get to rebuild on a more honest and solid foundation. The Tower also represents liberation. Someone has been trapped in this suspended state of not knowing what to do and feeling stuck. When they finally reach out and break the silence, it is going to feel like a huge release. All that pent-up energy and emotion is going to come pouring out. This is not going to be a casual surface-level conversation. It is going to be significant. What I am picking up is that this conversation is going to change everything. The Tower is one of the most transformative cards in the deck. After this communication happens, nothing will be the same. Either you two are going to move forward into something real and committed, or you are going to get complete closure. But this limbo state, this uncertainty is coming to an end. I am also seeing that the Tower can represent a sudden realization or awakening. Maybe through this conversation, you or this person or both of you are going to have an aha moment about what this connection really means and what you truly want. Sometimes we need that Tower moment to wake us up to what is truly important. The Tower, following all these other cards, especially the Ten of Pentacles and the Empress, tells me that this breakthrough is necessary for you two to move forward into that stable, loving future that is possible. You cannot build the Ten of Pentacles energy on a foundation of silence and uncertainty. The Tower comes to clear all that away so something real can be built. Another thing about the Tower is that it is fast. When Tower energy hits, things happen quickly. So I do not think you are going to be waiting much longer, Aries. This person is going to reach out soon, and when they do, everything is going to shift rapidly. The energy is building to this breakthrough moment, and it is coming. Let me pull another card to see what you need to know about preparing for this communication. The 8th card is the Fool, and oh my goodness, Aries, this is perfect. The Fool is the card of new beginnings, fresh starts, trust, and taking a leap of faith. What this card is telling you is to approach this upcoming communication with an open mind and open heart. The Fool represents being willing to start fresh without letting past hurt or fear dictate your response. The Fool is card 0 in the major arcana. It represents infinite potential and the beginning of a journey. What this is showing me is that when this person reaches out, you have the opportunity to begin a completely new chapter with them. The Fool is not carrying baggage from the past. The Fool steps forward with optimism and trust in the universe. Now, I am not saying you should be naive or ignore any red flags. But what the Fool is encouraging is to not let fear or cynicism close you off to the possibility of something beautiful. This person is coming back with genuine feelings and serious intentions. The Fool is asking you to be open to that, to listen with your heart, to consider giving this connection a real chance. The Fool also represents freedom and spontaneity. When this communication happens, let it flow naturally. Do not overthink every word or try to control the outcome. The Fool energy is about trusting the process and being present in the moment. Some of the best connections unfold when we stop trying to force or control and just allow things to be. I am also picking up that the Fool can represent taking a risk. When this person reaches out, you are going to have to decide if you are willing to take the risk of opening up again, of being vulnerable, of potentially getting hurt. The Fool takes that leap even without guarantees. The Fool trusts that the journey itself is worthwhile regardless of the destination. What is beautiful about the Fool is the sense of adventure and excitement. This card is reminding you that this could be the beginning of something amazing. Yes, there has been silence and distance, but that does not mean this connection is doomed. The Fool sees potential and possibility everywhere. This person coming back could be exactly what you have been waiting for. The Fool following the Tower is such a hopeful combination. The Tower breaks down what is not working and clears the path, and then the Fool steps forward into the new beginning. This is showing me that after the breakthrough conversation, you two are going to have the chance to start completely fresh with a clean slate and build something new together. Another aspect of the Fool is innocence and purity of intention. This card is encouraging you to look at this person's intentions with fresh eyes. They are coming back because they genuinely care and want to try. The Fool energy says give them credit for having the courage to break the silence and be vulnerable. That takes guts. Let me pull the next card to see the outcome energy if you decide to give this connection another chance. The 9th card is Two of Cups and Aries. I am literally smiling so big right now because this is the relationship card. The Two of Cups represents mutual love, partnership, emotional connection, and two people coming together in harmony. This is showing me that if you are open to this person reaching out and you two have that honest conversation, the potential for a beautiful, loving partnership is absolutely there. The Two of Cups is all about balance and equal exchange of feelings. What this card promises is that this would not be a one-sided connection. Both of you would be invested. Both of you would be showing up. Both of you would be giving and receiving love. This is true partnership where both people see and value each other. I am getting such warm, loving energy from this card. The Two of Cups represents that feeling of finally finding your person, That person who gets you and accepts you and loves you for exactly who you are. This card shows two people looking at each other with genuine affection and commitment. That is what is possible here, Aries. The Two of Cups also represents commitment and choosing each other. After all, the silence and distance and uncertainty, this card shows that you two could come together and make a real commitment to building something together. The Two of Cups is the beginning of a serious relationship, the moment when two people decide, yes, this is what I want and you are who I want it with. What I find really significant is that we had the Lovers earlier showing this person's deep feelings, and now we have the Two of Cups showing the outcome. This is confirming that their feelings are real, and if you are both willing to be vulnerable and honest with each other, this could absolutely develop into something meaningful and lasting. The Two of Cups following the Fool is showing me that if you take that leap of faith and trust and openness, the outcome is going to be a beautiful mutual connection. The risk pays off. The vulnerability leads to real intimacy. The new beginning blossoms into true partnership. I am also seeing that the Two of Cups represents healing. If there was any hurt or disappointment from the silence, this card shows that coming together and communicating honestly is going to heal those wounds. The Two of Cups has this energy of forgiveness and moving forward together, rather than staying stuck in past pain. Another beautiful thing about the Two of Cups is that it represents soul connections. This is not just any random person reaching out to you, Aries. This is someone you have a real soul-level bond with. The Two of Cups shows up when two people recognize each other on a deep level, when there is that undeniable connection that feels different from anything else. Let me pull one final card to see the overall message the universe wants you to know right now. The 10th and final card is 10 of Cups in Aries. I am absolutely blown away. The 10 of Cups is the card of ultimate emotional fulfillment, lasting happiness, true love, and having everything you have ever wanted in a relationship. This is the happily ever after card. This is the card that shows up when the universe is blessing a connection. What the 10 of Cups is telling you is that this situation with this person has huge potential. We are not just talking about a casual fling or a temporary connection. We are talking about the possibility of something that brings you deep, lasting joy and fulfillment. The 10 of Cups is family and commitment and building a life together. This is serious. The fact that we had 10 of Pentacles earlier showing long-term material stability and now we have 10 of Cups showing emotional fulfillment is incredible. This is showing me that with this person you could have it all. Financial security, emotional connection, true partnership, lasting happiness. The universe is literally showing you the full picture of what is possible. The 10 of Cups represents dreams coming true. If you have been hoping for a real, committed, loving relationship, this card is saying that this connection has the potential to be exactly what you have been dreaming of. The silence and distance have been painful, but they may have been necessary to get both of you to the right place to receive this blessing. I am getting such strong energy that the universe is supporting this connection. The 10 of Cups does not show up randomly. It shows up when there is divine timing and divine blessing on a relationship. The universe wants you to be happy, Aries, and this person coming back into your life could be exactly what is meant to bring you that happiness. The 10 of Cups also represents feeling complete and at peace. With this person, you would not be constantly anxious or uncertain, or feeling like something is missing. This card promises a relationship where you feel truly content and fulfilled, where you can be completely yourself and feel loved and accepted. What is really touching me about this final card is the energy of celebration and joy. The 10 of Cups often shows a family or couple celebrating together with rainbows in the sky. This is pure happiness. This is what we all hope for when we think about love. And the cards are saying this is possible for you with this person who is about to break the silence. The journey from Queen of Swords through all these cards to 10 of Cups is showing a complete story. Someone processed and gained clarity during a suspended period while dealing with deep feelings and thinking long-term. They are coming back with an open heart and willingness to work. The old structures will break down in honest communication. You can step into a new beginning together. Mutual love and partnership are possible, and the ultimate outcome is lasting happiness and emotional fulfillment. Aries, this reading is so incredibly hopeful and positive. Yes, there has been silence and that has been painful, but sometimes people need space to figure themselves out and realize what they truly want. This person has done that work. They know they want you. They are ready to communicate, to be vulnerable, to put in effort, to build something real. My guidance to you is to stay open. When they reach out, and I truly believe they will reach out very soon, do not let fear or pride keep you from having an honest conversation. Listen to what they have to say. Share your truth as well. The cards are showing such beautiful potential here, but it requires both of you being willing to be real with each other. Trust that the silence happened for a reason. Trust that the timing is right now. Trust that the universe has been working behind the scenes to align things perfectly. This person cannot stand the silence anymore because their heart is pulling them back to you. And the cards are saying that honoring that pull could lead to something absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for being here for this reading, Aries. I would love to know if this resonates with you. Do you know who this person might be? Have you been feeling this energy building? Drop a comment and let me know. And if this reading brought you clarity or hope, please give it a thumbs up so I know to do more readings like this. Sending you so much love and support as you navigate this situation. Trust yourself, trust the timing, and get ready, because this silence is about to break, and when it does, everything changes. I am so excited for what is unfolding for you.